Hey folks, Green Stuff Cav here. Last week we looked through the Necromunda book and wrote ourselves a gang list. Now I'm currently working on a 40k 4th edition guard army using the Necromunda miniatures. So what I thought we'd do is we'd assemble the Delaque gang we've planned for Necromunda 95, but also we're going to use some magnets so that they can be used as veterans in my guard force. Now we've got the Delaque gang and the weapons pack, because apparently you don't get any weapons options in the actual box set by the looks of it. We'll have a look and see what we've got. These are a little bit battered because they come to me second hand, but let's have a look what we've got. Bases. Instructions on the box. Yay, instructions. Right, so two identical sprues. Two identical sprues? Yeah, two identical sprues. Some really nice weaponry on these sprues. Like, look at these stub / auto pistol. That's really cool. It must be a stub pistol. Now, the reason I picked up the weapons pack is because all the basic weapons on these are holstered, whereas I'd like to have some actually being used. So there is a single female torso on the sprue. So we'll be green stuffing to make all of these into young ladies to match the Escher army. I think I might get away with the heads though, I'm not entirely sure. Quite feminine. See, that's the design to be female one, because you can tell by the jawline. I think I might get away with it. Anyway, right. So now, I know for the gang list, obviously we've gone for las guns and shotguns on basic weaponry. Whereas the guard army, I'm going to need 2 shotguns, which are fine. But I'm also going to need some melter guns. So, the weapons sprue. Thankfully, it's got some of the same weapons, but they've actually got hands, so they're carrying them. So what I think I'll do, I'm going to try assembling one of them with a melter gun. Yeah. Just running melter guns, 2 shotguns. That's pistols, so 2 las guns, 2 shotguns, 3 melter guns, so an auto gunner. So I'm gonna have to make an auto gun as well. Right, well, let's start by assembling one of these guys. Necromunda aces, really nice. That one rolled, so that one will do. So 53 and 54 look like the female torso, because we're going to do some green stuff work on the other ones. Five, 56. Now, I haven't just assembled a whole load of the Escher miniatures. They're laid out on the sprue a little bit easier to find. So theoretically, 97. Obviously, with the dynamism of the sprues, these are going to be a bit weird to assemble. Right. Let's actually try gluing stuff together. Now, with the Necromunda miniatures, you've got to be really careful with cleaning all of the sprue lines. Right, so I keep all my magnets sorted, and these are my smallest ones I've got. I keep them with the drill bit that fits. So the question is, how close is this going to be to magnetize? You can see that that's going to be very, very close. Very thin. I don't even think that's going to work, but we will try. That's going to be our better option. So let's find a pin vise out. And a smaller drill bit to give us a pilot hole. So we've got our tiny little drill bit. I'm going to try drilling right in the very center of this wrist. So we can see I've got right in the center there, so that's fine. We're going to just drill in a touch. That should give us enough of a guide. So you can see there's our magnets. This is the drill bit the same side. It's going to be very gentle here, because see how close that is to the edge? That fits in there lovely. What we're going to do, take a single magnet, thankfully sticking to the drill bit. I'm going to pop a touch of glue into this wrist. You see that's not gone in straight, so we're going to just pull it out, put it nice and straight. And get it stuck to our finger. we are. We can see that's on there nice. Give that a second to dry, and I think we're going to try doing the same on this wrist. This wrist's slightly thinner though. So we'll again do the same. We'll try drilling a nice pilot hole. Actually, looking at it, don't think we are going to magnetize the second wrist. So just on this one, we're going to go do another pilot hole, another magnet. Now we can see where the wrist is so thin here, it can't really take the magnet. So what we're doing, we're effectively going to be carving away the wrist and replacing it with the magnet. So we'll check the polarity. So this is repelling, so we want to use this side. Nope. This is repelling, so this is the side we're going to glue in. See, we've still got it on our bit of drill bit. Check this is repelling, which it is. That's what we're going to glue into here. Just touch glue. Add our magnet. And straighten up. So, while we let that dry, let's glue the other arm on. Now we can see this arm is magnetized, so I'm going to line it up. drop everything. So it's fine. We'll do this the other way. We will glue on just this one. Let's do some super glue accelerant. And apply the magnet. Then line the arms up. There. Now we have a magnetized motor gun. I'll be back in a minute. I've got some Escher sprues, so I'm going to go find some of those, see if we can find an auto gun, as well as find this young lady's head. Back in a minute. Okay, here we have an Escher auto gun. Now if we look at the melter gun we've just magnetized, the hands are about in the same position. So I'm hoping we should be able to just simply cut this here, stick a magnet there, and we're laughing. So let's carefully cut there. So if we line it up, that's going to fit on there quite nicely. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to trim this wrist about where we've cut it. And this side, we're going to have to cut all the way across there, I think. Yeah. So we're simply going to slice right across that. Now then, magnets. Right, this time we're going to just check where they line up to. So we're actually going to go, we can see there, slightly off. So there's the gun lined up. We can see we're going to go slightly off the wrist. So our middle point is actually there. Then we can take our magnet, check the depth, perfect. Check the polarity, that's attaching, so and we've messed that up. So got magnet on our drill bit. We're gonna, yep, they're definitely not attaching. So add a touch of glue there. And leave that to dry. Now while that dries, we're going to find the head on the sprue. There it is, head 8. We're going to check the mold lines. Smooth that out. What if that just drops straight in there? Is there no neck? Apparently not. Let's just double check the destructions, shall we? It should be 41, should be in neck. That's the right bit, isn't it? 53, no, it's got to be around the 50s. Yeah, 52 is our neck point. This one here. Right, and then, now the head's on, let's try auto gun. There we are. So we've got a ganger with an auto gun, or we can have a special weapon trooper with a melter gun. Now to clear to the pace and then assemble some more folks. Obviously, now let's obviously for the guard army, they're all going to be Escher models. So I thought, you know, we get a couple of female torsos on the Delaque Kit. So let's see about making all of them into ladies. So while obviously the long flowing cloaks are good for covering up sort of curves and that sort of thing, still lacking a bit at the top. So what we're going to do, now we could just plonk a bunch of green stuff on, call it done, but that's not the way we roll. So taking a lump of green stuff, slightly less than we need, I think. I'm trying to get 2 equal amounts. Just looking to sort of check the size, because we don't want these 2 over the top. They're still going to be slightly too big. So yeah, don't want some comedy-esque huge assets. So we're just going to cut away till we get the right amount. Just enough to be subtle. I mean, obviously this mini will be holding a las gun, so we're not going to see too much. But just give the loot just a slight bit of hidden of shape. So yep, that works well. What we're going to do is then just blend them into the miniature. So by softening them out from circles into curves, it will help show that it's still wearing this cloak or this overcoat, whatever you want to call what the Delaques are wearing. Now we're just going to press these in place, blend the detail together, then we'll tidy up and smooth out the shapes afterwards. See, we're just bringing the green stuff down to the actual detail. To give us again the texture, rather than just looking like they were just great big blobs of green stuff stuck on top. We're just gonna blend them together, blend them into the actual detail. And then we're gonna carefully round them out to give the shape. So we can see there it looks a bit more natural than just this side, which is just stuck on. And then we'll repeat the process here. Now we've got a bit more detail here, so we're going to have to be really careful about how we blend these in. Then looking at it by eye, we're just going to adjust the shape. Give them a bit more symmetry. Oh, a bit larger than I liked, but easy. Then we just need to glue some extra bits on. Obviously, have a look for some Escher weaponry. So let's go and have a look. And here we have the complete gang. So we can see we've got our lady with the magnetised autogun, the lady we've just sculpted on, and then I've used the same technique to sculpt on top of the rest of the gang. So we've got 2 shotgunners, our leader with her flamer slung on the back, plasma pistol and melee weapon, our actual flamer, stubber, and then 2 melee fighters, auto pistol and las pistol. So, bit of a longer video this time, as we'll come back on another video and actually paint this crew up, but obviously we can see where we've gone from planning the list to actually assembling them. So, thanks for watching and have fun.